most expensive plant in the world. A century-old pine bonsai tree is the most expensive plant of its kind, sold at the International Bonsai Convention in Takamatsu, Japan. Its auction price reached $1.3 million. A bonsai tree is a type of shrub or an ornamental plant that thrives in a small container pot without growing into a full-sized trunk. They are dwarfed artificially and grow mature while still remaining a petite size. Japan, as well as many Asian cultures, cultivate bonsai as part of their ancient practices. The hearts of green lovers are captured by the plant Monstera Obliqua. The plant does not have bright-colored flowers, tall leaves, or even an attractive fragrance. Right now, a Monstera Obliqua costs $3,000. It is available on eBay and in both online and offline markets. The plant is indeed high-priced, yet you cannot even ask for a discount for all the holes in its foliage. The plant originated in Central and South America. Deemed as a plant that has more holes than leaves, the most known of its kind are situated in Peru. Costing about $6,000 per piece, the gold of Kinabalu Orchid has remarkable beauty and only appears in the country of Malaysia at their National Kinabalu Park. A Kinabalu is a rare kind of orchid that grows exclusively on the months of April to May. Before one could see its full blooms, it will first take years after being planted. Because of Kinabalu's impressive and unique formation, it is now one of the world's most expensive orchids. People love pink in their plant collection, which makes the half-moon Philodendron Pink Princess in demand these days, even while having a price tag of $1,299. Named by the 2019 Horticulture Week as a must-have plant, it gained more patrons and fame for its pink leaves. Aside from its interesting color, a pink philodendron can thrive not only in soil but in water too. Pink philodendron, or also known as blushing philodendron, is a native plant from the country of Colombia. Its leaves have a wide arrow form mostly in green color. Pink, rose and copper shades also manifest in some of the philodendron types. Make way for Juliet Rose as it flaunts its stunning beauty that amounts up to $15.8 million, making it the most expensive flower. Roses are customarily breathtaking, but Juliet Rose just takes the cake among its kind. The shape, thickness, pattern, and soft touch of pink pigment are absolutely immaculate. The Juliet Rose breaks the belief of a symmetrical structure as its petals and overall appearance are in unparalleled form. It has transfixing buds with different shades of pink. As they bloom, a magnificent and full opening with subtle dark hues forms toward the center of the rose. David Austin is the genius who created the Juliet Rose that amounted to $5 million. The efforts are clearly paid off, knowing that the flower has grabbed more attention as it reaches its highest selling point. Trade Me in New Zealand is an online store or trading website that is holding the record of selling a variegated philodendron Minima that costs $8,150. The variegated philodendron Minima has glossy foliage that has a deep lobe light green color. The standard price for a regular philodendron only ranges from $20 to $50, but the variegated one has a different price range. One can identify the structures of variegated Minima through its blocks, streaks, and spots. The most notable one is its blocks. Variegated Minima have a pattern block that is inexpressively pleasing because of its neat formation in the foliage. Its leaves are divided into green, lighter shade, and even yellow hues. The Shenzhen Orchid is a man-made orchid that costs $200,000. Chinese agricultural scientists took 8 years to cultivate this specific type of orchid. Talking about patience and waiting, a Shenzhen orchid takes 4 to 5 years before it will finally reveal its blooms. Not only can it fill the cravings of the eyes, but the Shenzhen orchid can also satisfy a hungry stomach, as it is created edible for humans. The orchid has a delicate flavor that one would not expect to come from its kind. Many investors and plant enthusiasts were willing to get a Shenzhen orchid, yet only one man brought home the most expensive orchid ever sold in the world. During the 17th century, the tulip bulb made history because of its golden price of $5,700. If the amount is expensive in recent times, it pays 100-fold back in the day. The plant came from the country of Holland. With a combination of red, pink, and yellow colors, the tulip bulb was hailed as the most beautiful and pricey plant in the country at that time. Aside from its appearance, people are fond of the plant because it lasts longer than other flowers in the country. The tulip bulb is a genus that mostly blooms in spring. It has the characteristics of herbaceous bulbiferous geophytes, which means that it has a formation of bulbs. Saffron crocus cost $1,500 per pound. The plant is not only an ornamental type, as it can be used as spices for food preservation and gourmet. Because of this, the saffron crocus was recognized as the most expensive spice in the world. Saffron crocus is also called Crocus sativus or autumn crocus. It belongs to the family of Iridaceae. Its kind is known for having filaments inside the flower that could produce spices. Located in the country of Sri Lanka, the Catapult flower is in utmost uniqueness and incomparable beauty that no living man can ever price. Due to its rarity, the Catapult flower is crowned as the most expensive flower on the planet. The Catapult flower only blooms once a year and usually opens up its stunning petals at night time. People from different corners of the world travel miles just to see the majestic elegance of the Catapult flower. It cannot be purchased with any amount of cash or gold. There will be serious reprimanding for those who will try to cut or smuggle a stem. The Catapult flower is tightly protected by the people of Sri Lanka. As part of their cultural treasures, they would love the tourists to enjoy it with their eyes only. The flower does not have a price yet, which is what makes it extravagant and high-valued.